My name is Elle Tyson with the Office of Academic Success Initiatives and Support at ODU. And today I'll be talking to you about how to craft your digital identity via an ePortfolio and some different ways that you can get support for ePortfolios while you're here at ODU. So first off, what exactly is an ePortfolio? Maybe you've never heard of it before. So it's really just a collection of your work in digital form. It's developed over different contexts over time. You'll have class assignments in there, projects, but you can also include any social activities or clubs that you're involved with. If you're in charge of any volunteer stuff, anything like that can be put in your ePortfolio. And it's also something that grows with you. So when you first start your ePortfolio, you might feel like you don't have very much to put in it, but over time, you'll just have more and more stuff that you can put in your ePortfolio. So why make an ePortfolio? Really, what you're trying to do is demonstrate your abilities and your skills. It's a way to have some self-expression and show kind of who you are to someone instead of just telling them. And it does that more than a print resume ever could. It also helps you remember more clearly what you gained from your classes and experiences by really forcing you to stop and reflect on what you've done and what you are currently doing. So there are different stages to an ePortfolio. It's really good to have a robust archive ePortfolio. You can keep these in Google Drive, Dropbox, OneNote. This is really just somewhere for you to collect all of your work. It's not necessarily something that you're going to show to everyone. You don't have to worry if there's an assignment in there that you're kind of like, that might not be my best work. It's still a good idea to save it in case at any point you need to kind of show the progress that you've made as a student that can really show the skills you've acquired. If you can show that you've made a lot of progress. And then there are showcase portfolios. We mostly support Wix and WordPress here at ODU for showcases, but there are other sites that you can do a showcase ePortfolio on. Those are just two of the main ones that we help with. So this is an example of an archive ePortfolio. You can see it's organized in folders. It can be organized by dates. If you want to keep, fall semester and the year, you can do that. You can have a different folder for each course. It's really up to you how you organize it. But the more organized you have your archive ePortfolio, the better you'll feel in the future. Future you will thank you for having it organized when you go to create your showcase, and it's really easy to find all of your work. You'll be glad. Now, when you're shifting to a showcase, you want to be thinking about how you want to present yourself to a wider audience. So yes, you're possibly creating pages in your ePortfolio for specific instructors, but the idea is that you'll be using your ePortfolio also, to apply for grad programs or to apply for jobs in the future. So while you want to keep in mind what your instructors want, once you're ready to shift to your showcase ePortfolio, you also want to be thinking about how you want to present yourself to anyone who might happen to go to your ePortfolio or a future employer or school that you've shared your ePortfolio link with. Now, to get support from the ePortfolio team, we are located in the Student Success Center, room 2026. It is the second floor of the Student Success Center, and we're the little building that's at the back of the library. A word of caution that you cannot get to us from the second floor of the library. You have to get to us from the first floor or ground floor, and then you can go up the elevator or the stairs in the Student Success Building, and we are right in front of the elevator. So when the elevator doors open, our door is right there. We also maintain a website of ePortfolio tutorials that you can refer to. If you just search ODU ePortfolio, you'll come across our webpage. We have tutorials for WordPress and Wix and Google Drive, as well as Adobe Creative Cloud Express and Google Sites. We also have a gallery for you to look at examples of other ePortfolios. And you can go to our main website or odu.edu/ePortfolio support to make appointments for in-person or Zoom meetings individually with an ePortfolio assistant, or to request video feedback where we walk through your ePortfolio. Another way to book an appointment for our peer mentoring or tutoring is you can just go to my.odu.edu and click on ePortfolio support. You might have to search for it if it doesn't come up automatically as one of the main buttons. We also do some student workshops throughout the semester, and we have weekly working sessions that are open studio, so you don't need to make an appointment to come to those. You don't need to necessarily plan ahead. If you happen to be feeling like you want to work on your ePortfolio during that time, you don't need an appointment. So those are only on Zoom, as our room is not really big enough for too many people, unfortunately. But it's really just a designated time for anyone to drop in the Zoom, ask any questions that they have, or even just sit in there for the hour and work on their ePortfolio and get a little bit of feedback. Now, in addition to the scheduled appointments where you might meet in person or on Zoom, you can also submit your ePortfolio link with some questions that you have, and we will create a video, kind of like this video, but where we walk through your ePortfolio and give you some feedback on it, and then we would send you the video about it. So any further questions, you can contact ePortfolio@odu.edu. You can also follow us on our social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook under @ODU ePortfolio. On our social media, we reshare tutorials, announce workshops, have the semester schedule, have the sign up sheets for workshops, anything like that. So definitely give us a follow and come see us in the ePortfolio studio. Email us if you have questions. We love seeing students, we love helping students, and that's really what we're here for.